3406.
Hello all, and welcome back to my channel. Today I decided to show you another antenna build. It's an antenna that it's quite common since it's easy to make. I made it a few hours ago and filmed the procedure, so I'm just going to say a few things before showing you how I made it, and I hope you make it yourself, and I'd be happy to hear your results in the comments of the video. This antenna is made from Frank Bremer, just some background info, also known as Papa Alpha Zero Fox Bravo Kilo, and that's the name of the antenna, PA0FBK, and it's made only from RG58 cable. That's the amazing thing about this. So that means that it is foldable, as the cable is. It's very cheap to make. You need about 1.5 meters of RG58 cable and some very basic skills of cutting cables. That's all. As you can see in the image, the basic construction of the antenna is two parts, one big and one very small one. And all you have to do is to take some parts of the shielding of the cable off, leave the rest as it is, and some minimal soldering in the bottom part and the connector. I would suggest this antenna for any novice ham radio amateur that wants to try to make something by himself. Believe me, it's very easy to make and it's going to give you joy if you do it. And also it's an antenna with quite a decent gain for our handhelds. I think you're going to be surprised or even impressed by the performance of this antenna. So as you can see in the image, all the dimensions that you have to cut and leave are carefully written on this drawing. Of course, you're going to find all the information you need in the description of the video. And taking the antenna from the top, you have to remove the shielding and leave only the core for the A part, which is about 36 centimeters. Then leave the cable as it is for the next 23 centimeters. Again, you remove the shielding for 36 centimeters and leave the core of the G58. And finally, in the final section, you leave 28.8 centimeters the cable as it is with the shielding, and at the bottom where you will connect any connector that you choose that fits your needs. I chose a BNC connector. You're also going to make a small part that is marked as E here on the design. It's a very small part of 3.5 centimeters, and you need to do some soldering there with the shielding and the inner core of the cables and the connector. Again, just pay attention to the dimensions. It's nothing really hard to make. It's going to take you about, I don't know, an hour maybe. I just had some RG58 lying around, about 1.5 meters, so I cut it up and I made it. The video of the procedure follows. It's in fast forward, and at the end of the video you're going to see the measurings of the nano VNA connected to the antenna. Okay, so this is the finished antenna. I passed heat shrink in the whole cable, the RG58, and all the parts that I cut and left, so it looks nice and it's more sturdy. I also attached with heat shrink this cord at the end, at the top of the antenna, so I can hang it from somewhere when I'm outside. Okay, and now we'll connect the video to the PC to show you the measurements from the VNA. Right, so here's the measurements from the VNA for the PA0FBK antenna. As you can see, I think they're pretty good for what this antenna really is, just a cable, a part of RG58 cable, terribly easy to make. So this is another roll-up antenna you can have in your backpack, carry with you, no weight at all, and just throw it up a tree or stick it somewhere high and talk in dual band in 2 meters and 70 centimeters with your handheld. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I totally enjoyed making this antenna and the results are very satisfactory, for me at least. If you liked it, press like and subscribe to the channel for the next videos, and thank you all for watching.